Good things are coming to Lucky Wishbone. That intro is like a commercial from Tucson, and this is the second time I've had to do this episode tonight. Welcome to episode 87 of Low Tide, the official program for Rude Planet, and I'm your host. Every now and then, like, I don't get the recording that I want, and I don't really know what the details of it are, but I know that for whatever reason, you know, like camera error or human error or anything like that is, you know, going on. And it's like doing these episodes sometime really feel like I'm doing a 9 to 5, because I give myself a schedule. It's like I do 2 episodes a week. I do Tuesdays and Fridays, and so I try to hit those schedules. And so, like, when I do, it's I got, you know, film in one night, edit another night, release it the next night. So, like, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, I've painted myself into a corner, so I do get into that point where it's like a 9 to 5 type thing. And then when you don't get the shot that you want, you have to start all over and repeat all the fuck that you said. You end up with this. So anyway, welcome back to Low Tide. It's like I could talk about the Oscars. Didn't watch a damn thing. I want to watch Stabler and Olivia fight perverts on SVU, but, you know, like, I had to catch up on Mortal Kombat. Oh my God, that was garbage. That was absolute garbage. It had like zero energy to it whatsoever. The main character is just some dude, and like, you ever been to like a like one of the really small conventions, like a, you know, like a really small science fiction convention or whatever that only has like a couple hundred people there, and you got like that one group of maybe like 15 or 16 cosplayers milling about? That's what Mortal Kombat feels like. It feels like there's hardly anybody in the movie. There's just, you know, like, it seems like just people in costumes saying things. And it doesn't really feel like anything's at stake. You know, it's like the whole concept of Mortal Kombat is that there's this tournament that happens like every few generations, and whoever wins the tournament takes over whatever the realms are. That's Mortal Kombat. So, you know, it's like the entire Earth is at stake, but, you know, it doesn't feel like it because it doesn't feel like there's anybody there. You know, so this is like a $50 million. How much did it cost to make this fucking movie? Certainly doesn't feel like it. It has like zero energy whatsoever. You know, the original movie in 1995. that theme song by the Immortals went like a hell of a long way to like, prime the pump on that fucking movie. Like everybody knew that song before they even entered the theater, and it went a hell of a long way to like, drive energy into it. And then the other thing about the original movie is that it didn't fuck around. It went right into the movie. All the characters, they just assumed that, the viewers were already, like 1995, that was at peak Mortal Kombat. It was like the biggest fucking thing in the world. Everybody knew Mortal Kombat, so like it was at its prime. It's like you do a Mortal Kombat movie now. I know that there's Mortal Kombat games that are still being made, but like it wasn't anything like back in the 90s. It was part of the culture. This is just pathetic. It's like Raiden has like absolutely no charisma whatsoever. He's just some dude in a costume. Same thing with Shang Tsung. He has no charisma whatsoever. He's just a dude in a costume. And like he's supposed to be like the big threat. It doesn't feel like it. It just feels like some guy cosplaying. That's it. And the fight sequences, other than the fatalities, and I'll get to them in a second, feel lifeless. They feel like, we need to recreate a couple things from the game, and then we're just going to do some knocking back and forth. And like the one flying kick that Liu Kang does, he's not even the main character of the movie. The one flying kick that he does looks so pathetic and slow. It's like the entire world's at stake, and it doesn't feel. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. It's like, who the fuck is this? It's like Raiden. He's supposed to be like a god, and he's just like some dude. Everything about it is just pathetic. It's like the special effects aren't even that great. They look like just regular particle effects that you could generate on your computer at home. It's just it's a mess. It looks like a low-budget shot-on-video film. The writers, it seems like the writers like the sequel to the original Mortal Kombat better than the first one, because like there's no energy here. It's terrible. And the only thing it's got going for it are the fatalities, but even then they look goofy and pathetic. And then, it's like all the characters, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So like you have like a good portion of the movie that's a training sequence so they can find out their arcanas. It's pathetic, man. It's a stupid fucking movie. It's stupid as shit. That's the only way I could put it. But yeah, that's my review for Mortal Kombat. I could go on, but like, I don't want to record this again. I don't know if the camera is, overheating or what the fuck. But yeah, I'm on the 9 to 5, so like on this thing. So like, let's take a quick break, and I'll be right back. So that's out of the way. Sorry, that head, but like, this is 3 for 3 with HBO Max. The biggest movies of the year, never to be seen again. Something happened over the weekend. The very first episode of Low Tide aired on April 25th, 2020. So it's been a year. It's been a year since I've been doing this shit. So I wanted to thank all my new friends that I've made. I want to thank Seth for all the wonderful music he's provided for the channel, and I got plenty more, man. He sends me so much stuff. I got a folder full of it, so I can't wait to find uses for it. And, it's just like this. The box I'm doing today is an AOK from TPJ Comics. As a user on Instagram, he just contacted me out of the blue. He's like, I really love your show, and I'd like to send you something. So like, he did. He sent me a box. I sent him a book. There you go. We got. Let's do this. Let's do this thumbnail, man. It's something will work. But yeah, I have zero expectations on what's in here, but that's the way this works, man. It's been a year, and I've made lots of new friends, and I've talked with lots of new people, and so it's like somebody wants to send me something, that's absolutely great. I don't expect it by any stretch. People spend their own hard-earned money to do this sort of thing. So I'm just curious to see what's in here. Let's just not waste any time, because like my camera's fucked up one time tonight, and I just don't want to risk missing the opportunity here to crack this open and just get to the bottom of this mystery here. Oh, okay, great. Right off, this came flying out of here, and my knife got it. But like, that's great, because like, it's got one of my favorite characters, Death's Head. I got one of those old Marvel cards. I got a Death's Head card, personalized with my eBay knife. So that's awesome. And then I got a Lady Death card. All right, off the top, right off the top. And then comic community member, I have issues. I have issues with Deadpool, but like, that's awesome. So like, I have a little spot right here. I've been putting stickers, so I'm gonna put it right up there. And then Comic Book Fiend Club. So yeah, is his name Jeff? Yeah. He just contacted me out of the blue, said he loved what I was doing with my channel and wanted to send me some stuff. So like, got some great little knickknacks already out of the way. So let's just, oh man. We got some form-fitted foam in here. So adds to the mystery. Oh man. There's a lot of books in here. A lot of fucking books in here. Behave. Yeah. Like, right. Oh, this is... I got all this from brand new friend, man. That's awesome. I honestly don't know if I'm ready for this. This is awesome. So this is why I've been telling people, it's like, I had no expectations of what I was going to get into when I started doing the show, and here we are. And like, I am like eternally grateful to people who've come around, people who've stuck around, and like, that's just amazing to me. So like, right off the top, dude. Yeah, this series was Piers Anthony on a Pale Horse. It's like the Immortal series from Piers Anthony. I've read most of these books years and years ago. On a Pale Horse, I loved this. It's about like this kid. It takes place in sort of like a magical, realistic, world, and this kid that like ends up getting hired to be deaf, and like it's really a fun book. This is like I absolutely had these. These were great. I got into this series because I was really obsessed with Terry Pratchett's Discworld, and there was somebody that had recommended me that I read On the Pale Horse. So like, yes, man, this is a great book. It's a fun little book. I like Piers Anthony's work. There was like a little trilogy of fantasy books they did. There was like the Tarot series, which I really liked a lot. So that's awesome. So we also have Hawkman number 24. See, that's the thing, is like, I didn't talk about on a Pale Horse, and like, that seems like a very personal pick. So like, Jeff, that's awesome, thank you. And then Punisher Warzone Annual number 1. I like the Warzone series. I read all of that. They had that die cut cover for number 1, which was awesome. So thank you, man. And then we got Sandman Mystery Theater Annual number 1. Yeah, I've been working on getting my Sandman collection up, so this is awesome. This is absolutely... Yes! I take these all fucking day. Stevie, take a look at this. We got Turok #1. I take these books all fucking day, man. That's awesome. I was just about to buy a second copy of this. Then we got the Cerebus Batvark Penis. This is the Cerebus parody of Batman Damned. Oh man, I already got one copy. I was going to buy another one, so like you've saved me some money. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'll do a review of that. Because I know what's in it. I haven't read it yet, but I know what's in it. Wow. Robotech Defenders #1. Yeah. This is an awesome little box of books, man. This is awesome. This is incredibly awesome. So we got Robotech Defenders #2. Look at this. Did like we go to school or something, man? Did you like know me from like back in the day? Cause like, yeah, I have this, but I'll definitely take another copy of it. It's RoboCop, Bastich of Law Enforcement. Man, this is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, and it's like I got a big box of Lobo. And I actually think I'm missing out on this. I have most of Lobo's back, but I think I might actually be missing out on that one. So that's awesome. Thank you. And what is this? Chemical Warfare #1. Checker Comics. This is like some underground shit. So like, I'll take this stuff all day. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. That looks like, nice thrash metal album cover. So that's great. What is this? Back in the day, DC used to like release stuff like this. It's from Munch too. Slash Maraud #1. That's awesome. That looks like, that looks like some characters from my book, man. That's awesome. That's great. And then we have Red Sonja #3. So yeah, this is a great box of books. We have William Shatner's Tech World. The Tech War series, they really should. Shatner should do some more tech stuff, because like I remember the movies that were done on TV. And like, I really like to see like a high budget version of tech. So that's awesome. Thank you. And then we have the Shadow Strikes #1. Look at that. Excellent. And then we got some vintage Vertigo. Spaceman #1. We got Azzarello and Eduardo Risso. Look at this. So it's not 90s Vertigo, but like still, that's awesome. Then we got Harrier. Okay, so we got Harrier Preview. Curate. I don't know how to pronounce that. And Nightbird. This looks like the poster work for like some Albert Pyun movies. That's awesome. That's definitely right up my speed. Absolutely. And then there's a Squarebound book from DC. That's what I was talking about, how DC used to like get really experimental even when they weren't doing Vertigo. The Naz. I don't know this one. Your guess is as good as mine. That's awesome. Thank you. And then this is a horror book. It's one of those off-label horror books, but I like it. I love this cover art, man. We got from Pinnacle Comics. We got Creepy Tales #1. So like that is just, oh man, this is all good stuff. Let's see. I recognize Simon Beasley's work anywhere. Simon Beasley really is, I think, my favorite artist, other than my producer. I just love his work. Warblade. That's just great, man. Look at this. See, people watch. Yeah, and I have this. I have this all day long. Death's Head 2, number 1. Yeah, great series. Great series. So, yeah, I can't complain with any of that. See, and we got the continuation of that. We got Death's Head 2, number 4. So, yeah, all day long. All day long. Yeah. I haven't read this. I have this, but I haven't read it in a long time. We got Predator versus Magnus Robot Fighter, so we got that Predator Valiant crossover. Man, Valiant really needs to get those gold key characters back. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. This was one of my favorite books back in the day. This Terminator Enemy Within is the Simon Beasley, these covers for these Simon Beasley Terminator books. Just fantastic. And you can find these in the dollar bin too. This is number 1. It's in great shape. It's in great shape. And then what is this? Raven Publications. It's another one of those off-label horror books, but look at this. It's Fenry. Dude, I like that. I like that. Oh man, TPJ Comics. That's great. That's great. See, like, that's what I'm talking about. It's been a year, and I've come across so many new people, and it's doing this show has, you know, enriched my life in ways that, you know, I wasn't expecting. I made a lot of new friends, and I've learned a lot, and it's just been a great process. It's kept me creative during this whole COVID thing. So like, everything about it has just been very fulfilling. So once again, this TPJ Comics, thank you. And thank you so much. Everything here is exactly the kind of stuff I'd buy for myself. It's just all wonderful. It's all wonderful. So, yeah, I can't beat that. You can't beat that. So we got good people out there. Thank you so much. It means a great deal to me. But I guess we gotta wrap this up. I'm gonna be the April giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away on Friday. The giveaway is Department of Truth #1 first print, cover A. I'm gonna be giving that away on Friday. So if you want to participate in that, have a chance at that, you need to be subscribed. You need to leave a comment on an April video and be a U.S. resident, and that's it. And I'm also doing the push for 500 still. I am giving away this Amazing Spider-Man #55. Virgin variant of the Patrick Gleason cover. It is signed with certificate of authenticity, so I'll figure, I know what I'm going to do for that particular contest, but we're still a little ways off. The faster we get to 500, the faster I give that out. So that's that. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks everybody for supporting the channel. It's been a year, so we're pushing for year number 2, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So thank you so much for everybody who's been supporting this channel. Friday's episode is more than likely going to be a live episode, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, we're getting ready to march right through May. So I'll talk to you soon.